10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, start, 2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff of Rafael.
I want the kids to be interested in science. So we've been doing activities throughout the summer, well actually the last 4 days, to get them interested in some of the activities that we can create ideas for them or get them more interested in science.
It needs to connect it to the house too.
We're making a Mars station. I'm calling it Mars station, or it could be a lunar station. Something that would support life for astronauts. Something to give them ideas on what are some of the things that will support life. You know, and we talked about important things like oxygen, energy, food supplies, things like that for the astronauts. If you're going to have a Mars mission, besides being a Mars mission, besides just going there, there has to be a purpose to go there. So, is it to discover, to do mining? Is it going to be some type of a satellite to stop there and go somewhere else? So I'm trying to make them understand that it's not just creating this little model, it's also making them think more, expanding their mind.
When aluminum gets hot, it might create energy. And we use this as a solar panel. And some water tanks are big, and we're connecting this water tank to the space station and home with these straws. So the water and the water can flow through the straws and go to the house and to the space station.
This is the Solar System Academy. We learn about, of course, the solar system, objects in space, galaxies, constellations, different planets, the sun. So it's just all the topics based on our solar system.
You need to make sure you have your 3 layers and you compare and see.
We are making volcanoes, and we are making the layers. First, we take a tablespoon of vinegar, then we put it in the center of a metal pan with some wax paper. Then we add the baking soda to it, and how far it explodes. And once it's drawn around it, then we put the Play-Doh around it, and then we do the same thing over again until it layers up. That represents the explosion. Then once we do that 3 times so that it layers up 3 times, we will use a straw and we will push it through all 3 layers to get the core samples. 3 layers represents how many times it's been exploded, and we exploded it 3 times. The core sample is to see at what time it exploded, how far it exploded onto, and what the age of the rock it exploded is.
Well, earlier we built a moon lander. Let me show you a quick example. Here's another example right here, where they're trying to land 2 astronauts on the moon. Of course, this is in the building process. They're designing. So the big marshmallows would represent astronauts, and this would be their moon lander, and they have to build a shock absorber system. They put their astronauts in here, and the object is when the moon lander lands on the moon's surface, you want the astronauts to stay safely in there. If they come out of the moon lander, then they perish.
3, 2, 1, lift up! Oh!
And right now they're building their payload so that they can be able to land a rover on the moon. So there's an egg inside a tetrahedron in here, and they're going to build a parachute, which is right here, attach it to the 1-meter string, where it's less now, and we're going to launch them outside, and hopefully their payload, which would be their moon rover that's inside the tetrahedron, will survive. And if it doesn't break, if the egg does not break, that means that it was a success.
3, 2, 1, lift off! Hey, that was hard. Yeah, good. That sounded bad. Did it survive the second crash? No cracks.
We did the egg drop. We dropped it from up here, and some of the eggs didn't survive, and some did. And the egg represented the rover that we were going to launch onto the moon. So the ground was the moon, and well, we launched it from here. So the parachute, either the parachute or the balloons had to save the egg.
They are inspired. Hopefully one day they'll become an engineer or maybe even work with the NASA. So my goal is just for them to have a great time here and just enjoy their teamwork and just be great innovators.